how do you counsel the people who line up at the conferences you speak at to come and just share their burdens with you? Where can we look to for hope in this?
Well, you're not exaggerating at all to say that there are people every time I go speak at a conference. I have at least one and up to five older couples that have grown children who have deconstructed. There's tension in the relationship. Sometimes they've even cut off contact with their parents or forbidden their parents from seeing the grandkids. And there are a lot of Christian couples that are just in agonizing pain over the rejection of their adult children due to deconstruction. So it's really no exaggeration to say that every single time. And so it was important to Tim and I to put a section of advice in the book because we think that to really understand how to interact with your loved one that might be going through deconstruction, you really have to understand the nature of what they're going through. It's not that they disagree with you. It's not that they think you have beliefs that are wrong. They actually think you as a person are toxic, abusive, and harmful, not just your beliefs. It's really important to understand that because here's a pitfall that some Christians can fall into. If you have a friend who has deconstructed, they've kind of put some distance between you, and then you call them up and you want to have a coffee date, and then you try to fix their theology at the coffee date. First of all, they're not going to probably go to coffee with you.
Yeah.
And that's not probably going to be effective because it's not that they disagree with you. It's not that they think what you say is untrue. They don't even think that it's in that category of truth. So really, if you're trying to impose your worldview on them, they see that as you being kind of oppressive toward them and bigoted toward them because you think your worldview is better than theirs and your truth is better than theirs. And so you have to understand the nature of it. And so in the book, we recommend doing what we call triage. So it's
Mm,
like when there's an accident that happens on the freeway and people start coming into the ER, the person who has a steel beam through their lung is going to get treated before the person who broke their wrist. And so what we advise people to do is figure out what is the most urgent need. And in the case of the elderly couple with the adult child, the most urgent need might simply be just trying to stay in their life and maybe save the theology fixing for later, but just try to maintain the relationship. Of course, that dynamic is going to be different depending on the relationship. It's going to be different if it's your spouse. It's going to
yeah.
be different if it's your teenager. It's going to be different. I had a girl stand up in a Q&A and say, what do I do? Because my parents are deconstructing and I want to
Mm,
honor my parents, but I also don't want to lose my own faith. I mean, these are difficult waters. And
sure.
so we also say, pray, don't underestimate the power of prayer, and then ask God for wisdom. He promises to give it.